Hey friends, today Goblin Griff is going to be playing some Wii Party U DOJO Domination. He'll be playing on beginner mode. Let's read the instructions for everybody today, Griffin. You only need a Wii remote to play this game. In DOJO Domination, you'll take on 30 opponents in minigames while trying to set a record for how many you can defeat before getting KO'd. If you place higher than an opponent in a minigame, you can attack and knock him or her out. If you place lower, you'll be attacked instead and receive damage. Try to clear the challenge by defeating all the opponents while keeping as many hearts as possible. I'll be cheering you on from someplace safe. Do your best. One thing that Penny failed to mention is that if you're lucky enough to make it to the end, the Dojo Master takes away 3 hearts. The first game is Balance Broncos. Balance yourself by tilting forward and backwards as your Bronco tries to buck you off. Stay on longer than the other players to win the game. Alright Griffin, let's see what happens. Do the best you can. Good job, Griffin. Very proud of you. Always feels good defeating the first 3 opponents in DOJO Domination. Jumping target. Throw darts at the numbered panels and compete for points. Time your jump to hit the panels with the highest points. In this one, sometimes when you jump to the highest you are going to have to pause before you shoot your dart and hope the 50 or 30 target appear. Go ahead, Griffin. Show them how it's done. Start! The next game is called Fruit or Scare. You only have a moment to see which boxes are filled with apples. Open up to 3 boxes, but avoid the ones filled with spiders. You'll lose points if you pick a spider-filled box. Eek! Look at the screen quickly, find which box has the most apples, go to those 1 or 2 boxes, and then sit back. That's okay, honey. When you tie, you don't lose a heart. That's important to remember. If you tie a minigame, you don't lose a heart. But you also don't defeat that opponent. There's no die roll-off. The next game is called Match Me. Match the spinning middle part of the faces to the top and bottom parts of the faces. The player to correctly line up 3 faces first wins the game. Alright, you gotta look very closely at what's spinning around and just hit the A button when you see those eyes that match. Okay, Griffin, give it a shot. You did it. Good job, Griffin. Way to play that game.
Finish.
The next game is called Sitting Pretty. Your Mii character will stroll around the stools until the music stops. As soon as that happens, press the button written on a stool to sit down on it first. This game is a lot like musical chairs. Ends in a tie a lot of the times too. Do the best you can, Griffin.
Start. Finish.
Looks like you tied the yellow guy. As we mentioned, this game ends in a tie a lot of the times. You've defeated 13 opponents. Keep going, Griffin. The next game is called Assemble Bots. Put together legs, torsos, and heads to assemble as many robots as you can. Earn 1 point for a multicolored robot, 3 points for a single colored robot, and 5 points for a goldenrod robot. Alright, Griffin, don't hit A right away. Okay, our tip on this game is to get a quick look at the screen to see what pair of legs you could grab and possibly assemble a fully matching colored robot as quick as you can. So there's some green legs there that Griffin's pointing to and some red legs. Let's go for those red legs up top. Okay, Griffin, go ahead.
Start.
Almost got the golden one at the end. That's okay. You got 2 matching ones, I think. Oh no, I'm sorry, you got 3 matching ones. Great job, Goblin Griff. Okay, you've now defeated 16 opponents. You're more than halfway there. The next game is called Heart Targets. Select only the heart shapes from the notebook. You'll lose points if you select any of the other shapes. The player with the most points after 5 rounds wins the game. Alright, our tip for this game is to pretty much stay in the middle of the screen and then just move your cursor to the left or the right to grab those hearts. Griffin, show them how it's done. Nicely done, Griffin. Great job. The next game is called Space Zappers. UFOs spotted. The player who manages to zap the most aliens wins the game. A UFO with 1 alien is worth 1 point. A UFO with 3 aliens is worth 3 points. Same thing, stay in the middle of the screen so you can move quickly to the left or right to zap the aliens. Keep in mind that there is a slight delay for your laser gun, so you could time it just right to get that 3-headed alien. Or UFO with the 3 aliens. Okay, Griffin, whenever you're ready.
Start. Finish.
Great shooting, Griffin. "22 opponents down." The next game is called Face Flippers. Flip quickly through the faces on your notepad to find the one that matches the Mii character on stage. Players earn points based on the order in which they find the right face. Look at the face and just start swinging, flicking your Wii as quick as you can and hitting A when you see the right face.
Start. Finish.
The next game is called RC Drifters. Steer the remote-controlled cars through the moving gate to score points. You get 1 point for going through the gate, but you'll lose 1 point if you go through the gate in the wrong direction. Our pro tip on this is just to keep your thumb on the 2 for accelerating and just go around the circle and make those gates. Go ahead, Griffin, show them how it's done.
Start.
Okay, Griffin just has 2 more opponents left. Remember, if he loses to the Dojo Master, he loses 3 hearts. The last game is called Balloon Boppers. Burst your opponent's balloons with a toy hammer. Keep your balloons safe and unpopped to win the game. If your balloon is popped, you can stay in the ring and pop others' balloons. Okay, our tip for this game is to never turn your back on your opponent. Alright, Griffin, do the best you can.
Start.
Griffin, you did it. It looks like Griffin was able to play a perfect game of Dojo Domination. He did not lose any hearts. I think that's right. All the opponents should be defeated. Yes! Goblin Griff completes a perfect game of Dojo Domination. We'd like to thank you for watching today. This edition of Wii Party U Dojo Domination. Please remember to like and subscribe. Feel free to watch Goblin Griff's playlist of his other Dojo Domination games as well. Thank you and goodbye. There it is, Griffin. You got first. You did a perfect game.